From a young age, we're told that marriage is a necessary step for happiness. These subtle messages come from Disney movies, sappy love songs, romance movies, and sometimes from well-meaning family members. Don't they know just how ridiculously hard this is? There are so many reasons why relationships fail, so finding a partner for life in your 20s, 30s, or even 70s is like winning the lottery. It is no surprise then that 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce. But your mother keeps asking when they'll have their grandchild. You're probably reading this article wondering if you're just not ready for marriage or it's something you don't want to do at all. In this video, we'll give you 15 signs why you'll never get married and why that's totally okay. Number 1. You think the institution of marriage is BS. Why does society pressure us to get married and have a family unit? You don't see the point of going to church and proclaiming your love in front of a higher being just to make it valid. Love should be freely given and received, not a partnership bound by guilt and contract. Number 2. You hate the wedding industry. If every person in the world is expected to get married, who benefits from it? The churches get their cut, wedding videographers, fashion brands, event organisers, food caterers, jewellery makers. The global market for wedding services is worth an estimated $300 billion. For you, this is too excessive and unnecessary. It's just like celebrating Valentine's Day with guests. Number 3. You hate paying for freedom. You are all too aware that divorce costs a lot. Divorce lawyers cost $250 an hour, and the whole thing could cost you $15,000 up to $100,000. From prenup to divorces, these guys rake in money from all the marriages that have gone sour. Getting married doesn't make your bond stronger, it just makes getting out of it harder. You simply know that even if you do all the tried and tested ways to save a relationship, if it's over, it's really over. And you're not willing to pay the price. Number 4. Happily ever after makes you roll your eyes. Brad and Jen broke up because Angie came along. Brad left Jen because it seemed like he and Angie had such good chemistry. It's as if they're twin flames. Alrighty, so maybe they are, and they've become this power couple you're meant to be together with forever, but bam. 6 kids later, they broke up like many couples in the world. There is no such thing as happily ever after. You are smart enough to know that in life, nothing lasts forever. Number 5. You don't envy your married friends one bit. You witness your married friends get all lovey-dovey, but you also see how they bicker and throw sarcastic remarks at each other. Because of this, you know that even the good ones, the really happy looking ones that seem like they're perfect for each other, have bad days and can even be toxic for each other. Unlike you, they cannot pack their bags and leave when things get rough. Number 6. Sometimes you feel sorry for married people. You have friends who look like they're a perfect couple. They laugh and share the same things. They have their ducks in a row: kids, house, car. They even have a trip to Mexico. But then, 2 weeks later, the guy confided in you that he's been sleeping with other women, but he doesn't want to hurt his wife. Damn. You don't know who you're more sorry for. The girl who doesn't have a clue, or the husband who's in love with another woman but can't get out of the marriage. Number 7. You know marriage is hard work and you're not willing to put in the effort. You enjoy being with your SO, but if things will turn ugly, as they could because that's life, you don't want to fight tooth and nail for your relationship because there are better things to do. If something is not working, we have to let them go. Number 8. You had an ex-fiancé from hell. You almost got married. You're in love and you thought that's all that matters. Then they bailed and crushed your heart into a million pieces. Or you realised while doing this stressful wedding planning that they're really not the one for you and it just wasn't pre-wedding jitters. You'd never go through that again. Once is enough. Number 9. Your soulmate is married to someone else. You have one big love that got away. There were so many signs that they're your soulmate, so you know you should be together. If you ever get married, you only want to be with them. Sadly, not even your current partner can beat their place in your heart, even if you do love them. It's just that you always imagined marching down the aisle with the one who got away. Some say this is just limerence and you should go to therapy, but for you, it's love. Number 10. Stories of cheating haunt you at night. It boggles you why people cheat. We're not talking about those eternal playboys and playgirls who are born to cheat. We're talking about regular folks like you and me who believe in love. Those people who are in a healthy, loving relationship, for some reason or another, can't help but cheat. Those who are just bored. Those who are in dead bedrooms. or those who are just drunk or as horny as fuck and can't say no. Any moment, these things can happen even in the most loving relationship, and it's scaring the hell out of you. You're not good at handling this part of the relationship. Finding even the subtlest signs your partner is cheating online can make you go crazy. If you're married, not only will this be painful, it's going to be twice as humiliating and damaging. Number 11. You now realise marriage jokes are too real. When your uncle jokes about how men or women suffer in a relationship, you thought it's an exaggeration. But now that you're older, you actually see them happen to almost everyone around you. To your parents, your friends, your neighbours. Jokes are a way to deal with something too serious lightly, and now you're not really sure if you can laugh at the challenges of marriage. Number 12. You've been in too many bad relationships. When you review your relationship history, you're sure you'd never marry any one of your exes. One is an alcoholic, one is a workaholic, and one is just psychotic. Why do you have such bad taste in partners? Because of this, you doubt your ability to pick the right partner. In fact, you're almost sure you'd never find your one true love. Until then, the thought of marriage is strictly off limits. Number 13. You feel you're too old for the drama. You know many couples who hate each other's guts. Maybe it's because of the stress of the parenthood or the bills and laundry piling up, but they seem to have completely lost love and respect towards each other. Their eyes are hollow, and they don't even look at each other in the eye, much less share a good laugh. Then the wife cries and the husband comforts her, or the husband throws a fit and the wife brings him a beer. They're okay again, but not quite. You'd rather watch paint dry than deal with the heavy drama of marriage. Number 14. You don't like taking risks. The odds of being in a happy marriage are not high. Based on this study on marital happiness, only 40% can say they are happily married. This means there's a possibility, a good 60%, that you could end up in a so-so or bad marriage. You take risks in business, you take risks in your art, but when it comes to marriage, hard pass. Number 15. You've watched too many sad movies. Blue Valentine, A Marriage Story, Kramer vs. Kramer. Ah crap. These movies really effed you up and drained out all the possible faith you had in love and human relationships. They kinda made you stop believing in love, but they're great eye-openers. You might be too influenced by them and you're now cynical, but God, you don't want to live the life of any of these characters. You are what you watch, and now it's too late.